Well, hello everyone. This is comrade-Sirius. Welcome to episode 64, and this vehicle that's driving very slowly on the snow up to here is bringing a life supplies, and it's life supplies of fuel because I kind of forgot that I do not have a fuel in this area, or to be more precise, I forgot to turn this on in time, and also emergency fuel that stayed here was off for a while, which I forgot that I do not have on. Now we have fuel basically everywhere because they were pretty fast to supply, but we have some fuel tourists, and those were, trucks, some trucks from this mine named after Milda, my biggest supporter right now. And in terms of monthly, this is the highest tier from the Czech channel, so he has a whole area in it. But they came here, there's nobody, as you can see, and then they came here, there's also nothing, and then there's nothing in range. What is going to save them are these two small trucks that are running around and are supplying the other station that I have here. It's another free one, and hopefully those will unblock them, because they will go there and refuel and everything will be fine. In the meantime, I modernized some vehicles. I modernized vehicles in, the fuel office. And what you might notice is that there's no longer 20 destinations, but 49. Yes, distribution offices since, second half of January 2026 can have finally more than 20 tasks. Why 49? I have no idea. It has some inner reason I haven't been looking into very deeply. Frankly, I do not care. But it's more than double what we had, so I'm quite okay with it. What we are going to have right now is that we are going to have a lot of waste coming in here. And I have no idea what exact waste, but we might take a look. We might gonna take a look. And all vehicles coming here. I'm not sure which guys are there, but we will have demolition trucks, and it's partly bio waste, burnable waste, a little bit of metal, and a little bit of construction waste. Where do these guys come from? Yeah, they come from Anik, from up here. I will turn off the fuel. And you can see we no longer have a second silo, because this fucking thing burned down. It burned to the ground. I have noticed that it burns down. I have noticed that there are no fire trucks coming, but they are, in here. And they were not fast enough because they decided to go through here. They were not fast enough. They didn't manage to come. They were like here when the thing burned down. I was like, okay, I'm not loading autosave. We do have a lot of crops. So that's why I'm here. And we are currently removing over 2,500 tons of waste. That's why I have two demolition offices. It's free ones. So this one has, 2 trucks. This one has 6. It will take a while. And it will take a while, like, absolutely. But I think we should have this secondary road done pretty soon. And yeah, I have no notification set, but it's not needed. And what we have here is this fuel fire station. It's a secondary fire station for this whole area, because it will get fueled by workers from here, and hopefully it will cover both farms and all the stuff that's included here. I hope. I don't know. I hope. That's what we'll have. That's what we'll have here. Although the bridge will soon get done. At least it's looking like it. So we'll continue on developing and finally finishing this stuff, because this thing is kinda the point of it all. We have a lot of crops, by the way, so we can definitely work on some of these things. And time to learn from our mistakes. This is a vehicle production area that should start relatively soon, we can say. The only problem is we need fire trucks. We do have a fire station built, but we need fire trucks and, you know, we need some fuel supplies. So, for now at least, there will be a way to, you know, refuel down here, but it will be doable after we are able to do so, which is not now. Do I want to transport fuel from here? I probably do. And this is a small distribution office that has just one task right now. So it will have basically a second one right up this hill. Yes, I have moved those few small vehicles down there. We will replace them once we start building our own. That will be, you know, that will be soon, but not now. Also, it would be fine to just think about, you know, bring in power to all of this area. Also, there's basically no power infrastructure anywhere near, and we have this one part, and we have been bringing, you know, power from it for quite some time, so that's nothing new. The only thing that we need now is to, you know, collect the power, and this one here on the map, it's using the 3 connector. It's not a 1 connector, but it's 3 connector, and I think I'll utilize it very easily, which means I'll bring it here. Yeah, this looks like a perfect spot for you know, power area, power station area. You know what I mean. To be fair, let's start with priorities, because in the future it might be useful for us to have it. If we would like to have our own power, which I think we will definitely have. So that's for us. This is. Do I have it turned wrong? I do. Why? Because generally the highest priority is the one near the road. And to be fair, having it turned this way helps also with, you know, construction connections and stuff like that. So that's what we'll have, and we'll also have, I don't know, 1, 2. I don't know how many transformers do we need. This is our bumblebee probably. Do I want 1 or 2? We will need to connect these wires. We will need to connect these insane buildings. They will consume like a lot. Probably we need to. At least it feels like it. So let's start. Let's try to do it. What are we going to do? Are we going to build a gate? Yes, we are going to build a gate. Because that wouldn't be me if there wouldn't be a gate. We need it. It will be simple. A simple gravel road. This is for the internal purposes. That's completely fine. Yeah. I think this is alright. And for now, let's just connect it this way because it's much better. Yeah, these things will need workers. The other parts not. So it's, you know, kind of perfect. Once this is done, please let me know. And let's do wires right away. To be fair, I will connect this with 7 megawatts because that should be enough. And this will be probably the highest priority. And where is it? Where is the thing? Yeah, here it is. I'm not sure what I want here, what I want to do here with the terrain and stuff like that. So I feel like we can absolutely, you know, we can do 14 megawatts and yeah, just use it all the time. So probably 15 is even better. So this is 1. This is 2. like a second jump. And then I will cross all of these and we'll go to the side because it feels like that's the right way to do. Right way to do stuff. Here I need some space for a cargo tram, so it would be fine if we actually can make the terrain workable before I place all those pylons. It feels like it is doable, so that's fine. Those can absolutely go upwards if need be. Yeah, but this is fine. Okay, 1, 2, and then... Yep. This feels like a workable stuff. That's what we want, right? That's what we want. I cannot build it because this thing I need to connect first. To be fair, 7 megawatts... I don't know how much this thing will consume. So this is 12 and... these two will be 7, like this one and this one. What do you mean that there's an infrastructure in the way? Is it really the problem of the route? It feels like it, so... Yeah. Strange times. Okay, here we are. And let's confirm. I'm not doing water and sewage right now, which will be fun in itself. What I want now is to have a way of estimating how much all of this will consume. A train production line consumes 1.7 megawatts when, you know, topped with production. That's a lot, right? Vehicle factory, it goes above 1 megawatt, so that's 2.7. And things like a scrapyard shouldn't need much, but hey, let's look at it. Yeah, it's like 50 kilowatts. Okay, so definitely not that big of a problem. So 2.7 megawatts for these two buildings, and then, you know, some storages and stuff. But what I'm going to build here is that there should be at least 2 different ways to power all of this. So this is one of those. Near the fire station will be a second one. This feels like a great place to put any utility because it's, you know, pretty easy and pretty simple. Also, this connection therefore wouldn't be that futile because we kinda need the connection. Also, yeah, can we just connect this as well? I think we can. The same will go for this road up here. For, you know, anyone coming via trolleybus. Yep, sure. That's a thing we can do. Good. So those are 2 stations. What is this thing? It's a small distribution office. That's something we definitely do not need. Do not need to care about too much. That's the thing I wanted to sell. But we will need power up here. Not in the depot, but we'll need power for, you know, those distribution offices that we have up there. So probably right next to the road is not a bad idea. In reality, there are things like, you know, when you are next to a ground connection. Fine. What else? We have this one here, but we do not have anything right across the road, so that's probably something we should address anyway. So probably like probably like this, because there's the station, there's a silo. We do not need anything. But let's do it like this. I hope that fire station is in range. Yeah, it is. Fine. No. There will be a power station down there. Let's just not go into it that fast. Okay, so this will be our first option. So that will go to that side. Then there are these two in the middle and the third one up here. In case something of this burns, I would like to connect these to a different spots. So this one is okay, but then you have another guy go down and go across. So that's the left one, and now the right one, and the right one will come from here. To be fair, we can just follow, because these are just parking lots, so I don't care about any of this. Yeah. And now we have the second one. Then there's the upper one. It really doesn't matter, so yeah, just go below and go to the other side, because that's probably the easiest part to do. That's all. That's what we need. I cannot build probably any of this so far. Yeah, well, technically we can, but it's definitely not too needed. Heating problem in Radotín. I will show it to you, because it's really simple. It's this station. It is not heated up at all. It's not complaining, to be fair. But we need it. We need another, heat exchangers and stuff. So that's why we are building all of this jazz. As you can see, they are working on it, but it will be definitely after this year. Now, monitoring station in Radotín, yeah, you are way overloaded, I know. We have a big problem with those, with those dumps that are near. Yeah, houses are here probably, yeah, 77 years is not great, 68 is even worse. I know, these things need to go. We are working on it. And you remember, because we planned this together. So it's this part. We are currently delivering waste. Waste there. And what we need is to, build this stuff. And I'm not sure that we can actually get with workers here. How far? Total travel time, yeah, okay. Total travel time is fine, but there is no crane. So we probably should utilize a crane. This one also doesn't have any crane, so that's not great. Please, high priority on this one, and this one not. But these are high priority, because those are things we need. Also, this is probably something we do need pretty fast, because I don't think I can do many workarounds to start working on this. We may, but I'm not sure we can. F4? Yeah. I feel like we will be able to, so that would be fine. Good. Okay, so 4-5. Please, this is the thing to do for you. And so far we are going to build this one. So, high, high, and high, because those are, without power, these things will not work. Water we do have here, and it's done. It's amazing, honestly. Wasn't expecting it, but I'm really glad it is done. So, fine. Be it as it is. Now, what we what do we need? Yeah, there is a future, you know, coaling. It's not a cooling station, it's a heating station. You probably need to connect it in some way, so that's what I will do here. Do we want a power line leading here? We can probably do this one. 1.2 should be definitely enough because there should be nothing big. So that's it. And yeah, I'll just add it to the mix right now because that's a fine thing. Now, that means we have covered even, you know, the fuel station and such. Now we need to cover the whole waste area. We have ways, and you know, ways, not just ways, but paths we have done. That's fine. So let's count on it, and this will be 1. This will be 2. We have connected almost everything. We have connected everything. That's fine. This one is not connected, but well, that's something we can absolutely, you know, just address like this a little bit later on. That shouldn't hold us back anytime soon. And I'm not going with, you know, overground wires because this would be really stupid. So let's just go ahead up the hill, through the hill a little bit, down behind, and across the road. This is a thing we absolutely need. So yeah, 4, 5, and yeah, please do it. Would be fine. I would really like it. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Just build it. This should help us in the long run. I hope it will help us even in the short one, but that's definitely something I cannot address right now. Oh, you know. Is this the crane? Yeah, that's fine. I would like a crane here. I send here one. Yeah, that's okay. Because once this thing will get done, and I'm not sure it will work without power. I think it won't. So we'll get to it later on. That's about it. And hopefully it will be enough, and this thing will not overflow. What we now need, this one is technically not the highest priority right now. It's a crane, it's a mixer. Yeah, okay. You can build it, there's nothing wrong with it, but we need this one. So, okay. Once we'll have power, these things will work. And hopefully it will be okay. That's all I can tell about. That's all I can tell. And by the way, these guys should be done relatively quickly as well. Because the wire definitely needs to get done. Okay, let's like 15 people. I don't care. It's like, it would be better if it's 5 times more. And yeah, we need these things to work. So hopefully everything is fine. If you look at hotels, we have reached almost the maximum potential that we have here, because some workers will be on the way. So now let's look at the Libeň. 33%. Yeah, no kindergarten. That's strange. You definitely should have a kindergarten here. 3 people couldn't get to hospital. That has probably something to do that nobody is working here. Yeah, nobody is working there. That's true. And they would definitely need a, you know, ambulance, but when there's no personnel, yeah, it's not great. And there are a lot of crimes that were, you know, unpatrolled. This is not great. By the way, I did select 50% to go here. I will leave it on 33%. I do not think that we need that many workers. We definitely need more workers in the in the hospital. So please keep it that way. Hopefully it will be enough. This road is not done so far. The gate will probably be done in the future. Lots of projects, not too much time, and we have a lot of people traveling that are not doing much. So we'll see what will happen up until the summer. Once summer will come, we can plant the aluminum plant, because that's what is researched. But this is all for year 1951 and for this episode so far. So have a nice day, and well, see you in the next episode. Bye bye.